Oh, we're back.
What?
Hello, everybody.
Sorry about that.
We're just like those dinosaurs in that cool movie with the screw eye. We're back.
Oh, I love that. That was a good movie.
So
good.
One of my favorite villains. Anyways, when we left off, we were just resolving a little bit of the stealing game with Bilge.
Mm-hmm.
And you have completed your long rest. You're rested up. Saoirse, I believe we were having a conversation. You were having a conversation with the rest of the group about maybe what you were looking for with Belak, something to do with Belak. And otherwise, the dungeon is yours to explore. What will you do now?
The only thing left is to go, right?
Should we head
I
back to
suppose so.
where we were before and then head off from there?
Yeah.
Again?
Were you headed in the right direction towards the grove?
I believe so. I had a weird dream. I don't know if anybody else had a weird dream, but I had a weird dream.
I had a very
It
weird dream.
definitely had a weird
Yeah,
dream.
we had a few weird dreams, I think.
Weird dreams all around. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Might be the
Although
ones.
Well,
I don't know if that means anything. I generally have weird dreams, so
Was it Fia or Anya who had the dream or gave the
Anya.
Anya?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, I guess mine was kind of I asked. There's some weird things. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but somebody has answers somewhere, and I want them. But I went and I kind of just reached out with my mind into kind of whatever it is that's guiding me, because I feel like there's something guiding me, and I don't know entirely what it is. But that's another thing I'm trying to figure out. And I reached out and I asked kind of where the answers were and how to get there, and it kind of showed me, a path that was kind of green and a path that was kind of black and goopy, and like the general feeling was goopy black path was the one to go down. So that way.
Sounds good. Let's go.
It's the goopy black path as far as I know.
Okay. Is it goopy and black now?
Is the path goopy and black now?
You do not see any goopy or black paths where you're standing. You're back. I've moved y'all into a single group. You are currently in the southern hall that you can see 2 doors. Well, actually, 4 doors in total. The one you just came through, where it's that little tiny room on the other side of the room where you slept. Then it's a door leading to the north, which is basically, it's Saoirse, you were in there. Actually, everyone was in there. So that it's basically this hall mirrored, just going northwards. There are 2 doors, one to the south and one to like the relative east, still south of you. Both of those are closed, and you can see that they have symbols etched into the wood of those doors.
I think moving past the little skeleton grove thing, the bugbear further on into the grove would be the thing to do.
Follow you.
Onwards.
So we're going north?
Heading north?
Back through the pathways that we were in before.
Yes.
Yep.
Earlier in this episode.
So you go to the north. There is that door to the east that leads into that smaller, that arboretum that you were in that had the skeleton gardeners as well as the blight. The blight to be dead. The skeleton gardeners are still alive, but they apparently don't necessarily care. They're too busy doing shovel things. And you remember the plant life in that room kind of being, just with the brief look that you had at it, kind of scorched. Everything looked a little crispy in there. But it looked like that might have been what they were working on, was to sort of fix up some of that stuff. You have not explored the room to the north, and you do see that there are symbols carved into these doors as well, both the east one and the north one.
Do we know what the symbols mean?
The one
See.
The one that is to your right, the one that you went into, Saoirse, has an upward triangle on it.
And what about the door to the north?
Looking at the door to the north, you see that there is also a triangle going upwards, but it has a line through sort of the top third of it, a horizontal line.
I quickly fly back south and check out the other two doors. What symbols are on those doors?
The furthest south door has basically the mirrored version of the furthest north door. There is an upside down triangle, like pointing downwards, with a horizontal line through the bottom third. And then the southeast door has a single vertical line with 3 horizontal lines cutting through it.
Relay that information, and I say I don't know what any of it means, but maybe the more doors we come across, well, I guess once we figure out what's behind the doors, the symbols become more apparent.
That's valid. I know behind that door is another one of those skeleton garden thingies.
Anything
There's a
else?
little
Is it completely closed?
It was completely closed as far as I knew, right? There were no doors through there.
There were no other doors that you saw. Now, if there were secret doors, you wouldn't have had time to suss that out. But
Well, fucking Matt.
I'm just giving you. I'm presenting to you the world as you know it.
Should we go north and see what this room is, and then we can go south and see if the rooms match, but opposites? We'll see, I guess.
You can also, if anyone would like to make a nature check, you have to be proficient in nature, but you can either give me a nature check if you are
I'm
proficient.
proficient in nature.
I'm not.
Okay.
I am proficient in nature.
A 19.
19. You know what these symbols mean.
Oh,
These-
never mind.
These are symbolism. These are symbols used specifically a lot of times in nature and herbal magics to describe. Yes, I know. They figured out the secrets. We're not going to get to trap them. They are used in nature magic to describe various elements and other things. The arrow up with a line without a line through it stands for fire. The arrow down with a line through it stands for earth. Yeah. The arrow up with a line through it stands for air. And the vertical with 3, yes. The vertical with 3 stands for very dangerous. It's typically used for like toxic plants and things like that.
I knew this.
Mm.
Raz knew this.
So looks like the southern east door is the worst door. If it was scorched in that room, that's fire.
Okay.
Maybe ingredients are growing in each of these rooms.
Maybe.
Mm.
Well, when I was in here before, it looked like it was like a well-traveled pathway through that doorway north, correct? North?
Yes, it looked like the trail sort of led between the 2 hallways the most.
Mhm.
And give me a survival check, because you didn't actually check this room. I'll move y'all to the north on the map.
9.
9.
What's your passive though? Your passive is 15. So I would say with your passive, you do recognize that same trail leading further north. And while it is not as heavily traveled, it does go through the northern door. There's foot traffic to all the doors, but that is the most worn path, is up through the northern door.
Can we check it out?
Yeah. Let's go look.
What's the door? What is the door made out of?
Wood.
Oh, I turned to fear, but it's not fear.
But it's not fear.
That door looks very
Wooden
kickable.
door.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I suppose everyone's looking at me. Alright, fair enough, I'll kick down the door.
You kick down the door. I'll move you up
Amazing.
to that. Whoa, not all of you. Well, I'll move all of you to there. There we go.
This
By the way,
looks
feel
very
free to
kickable.
move
I know if
yourselves
you
on the
want
map.
to.
Swoop up to there. And then you kick in the door.
Kicky.
Chicken Zidia.
Luminescent mist blurs the edges of this octagonal chamber. You see nodules of glowing fungus all throughout. This room specifically does not look like scorched like the other, like what Saoirse described in the other one. This room is filled with climbers, epiphytes, and other aerial or adventitious plants. They're just sort of crawling up the walls, moving across the, like, sort of creating like little like spider networks across the ceiling and everything. It seems that the air elemental symbol corresponds to like the type of plants growing in here. These are all like airborne style plants, their root systems growing out from their branches and sort of spider crawling all over this arboretum.
Interesting.
I have like
You don't see any
All of the
skeletons?
plants?
I have a similar
Anything in there?
type of plant growing that's like draped across some of my horns.
Yes, a lot of them have that sort of like willow, like the weeping willow look. It's that like ghostly, fibrous netting kind of feel to the room.
Is it very pretty?
Am I able to have a good look through the plants in the room?
Sure, you can buzz around.
I would like. Is there anything that looks like air plant that looks like it doesn't need that I could take with me? Grab with.
Oh yes, there's plenty of species here that do not they don't put roots down. They're entirely aerial.
Excellent. I grab the prettiest one that I can see, and
They're all similar to
I
the,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Similar
Yeah,
to the
I'm not
experiments
saying.
before. It's not like these are terrestrial plants that you would see above ground, and they've all been sort of spliced and like they're
Yeah.
being tended to try and grow subterranean versions. So they're all taking okay, but they do have a very pale color to them. But they are beautiful in sort of that sort of otherworldly way.
Hey, I find one that's gonna match Saoirse's hair the best.
There's
And,
one that has little violet flowers with black, long, elongated polka dots on them.
Ooh, yes, I grabbed that one, and I'm going to offer it to Saoirse to pop it in her hair.
Ooh, I love it. Let's go. Let's put it in.
It doesn't need roots, so I figure, and I just tuck it into part of the sting of the hair here.
Casting of ear fur and wild hair and like different in my hair. And yes. I
And
feel like
now
I'm a
you have
very
beautiful
stinky person in general.
air plant. I definitely smell.
All adventurers smell. It's just what
Yeah.
flavor of smell.
Mm-hmm.
I smell musty and green.
And I will say, you also notice if you move into the room, you should be able to see that there is a door leading out of this room,
Another door.
Oh,
in
yes.
addition to the one you came through.
This door.
Is there a
kickable?
symbol on this door?
Is this door
There's,
kickable?
there's not a symbol on this door.
Wooden?
It is also wooden.
Is the path to that door just as worn as the one we took to get in here?
Give me a survival check.
I know these twig blights and things have thus far just kind of popped out of what seem to be bushes until they are murderous bushes. So can I see any? Can I see any bushes that look like they could murder us?
Give me a perception check.
It's 22, by the way.
22. The
Nice.
path is not well trod. It's not often that someone goes this way to this door, but you do see bugbear shaped footsteps going this way They're pretty easy to make out from like sort of the drifting detritus that falls from all of these plants that are airborne. There's not a lot of ground cover in here, and it's really easy to make out those footprints. And yes, occasionally you would imagine Pattie went through this door.
13.
13. Signs of any blights in here.
I don't trust it. I glanced around and I didn't see any blights, but they do be sneaky.
Sneaky.
So
Also, don't forget to move yourselves on the map, just in case
can
there
make
are
it-
traps that I need to trigger.
will
I can make
somebody,
a check as
will
well.
somebody move me for me, please?
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Where
apparently.
Oh, we
drawing
can't. I
squares.
think
Oh,
Matthew's
we
the only one who
cannot.
can.
But no, I can't.
Damn it.
I got you,
Draw
Saoirse. I'll
squares
move
Thank
it.
over
you.
can I do a perception check?
Yes.
Ooh, I got a +4. I always forget how good this guy's perception is. 19.
No signs of twig blights.
I don't see any
Or
either,
any other
darling.
blights.
I think we're okay for them, at least from those for the minute.
Murder bushes.
Should we
Murder
check out this
bushes.
door
Let's go
before?
through the door.
I think so.
Kick it.
You kicking it in or are you checking it first?
Check.
Please
First.
check
Oh,
it first.
Let's
Yes.
check. Oh, I'll check the door.
Give me a perception check.
This lighting is dope.
Thank you.
hmm
That's a natural one.
Ah,
Seems fine.
Oh,
This
kick
door
it.
seems absolutely fine. Go ahead and kick it down, honestly.
Very well.
no, that's metagaming. Never mind.
I was about to call you on it.
Nope, I caught it. I
Okay.
apologize.
Just a
Stick
door.
with those rolls. It's just a door.
The door.
You kicking it open?
Mhm.
Okay. You kick it open. The only thing that really jumps out to you is that the next room is very clearly different. There is no fungal growth. It would be pitch black were it not for a strange red glow coming from deeper inside the room.
Is this red glow similar to a previous red glow that burned our asses?
Good question.
This lacks any of the sort of flickering firelight glow that you remember from the fire snake before. This is something very different.
Okay. Can we tell what it is, doll?
Not from this angle. You'd have to get closer.
It's the wall crawling. Should we check it out?
Oh, I guess so. The only thing to do.
That's our only choice, really.
Well, there are other doors.
Nope.
Does anyone have a light source?
What
I know
area is
Saoirse has her
that?
little violet glow.
I have
Does
a
anyone
cantrip.
Violet
you've got
glowing
light on?
collarbones.
Cool.
And I have the
I've
light
got-
cantrip, which I'm happy to cast.
10 feet of blind sight, so I just keep everyone within 10 feet of me,
Mhm.
and that's pretty much it. Everything else is just fingers crossed. I've got my eyes closed half of the time.
I love it.
Yep. No, that's totally chill. I just wanted to know if you had basically a white light to be able to illuminate some of this area. So Diab added a light to your token, so you all
Okay.
should see how that's going through.
I get radiant soul.
Does anyone enter the chamber?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was. Yes. Yeah. I guess so.
We need
Saoirse
Fancy.
leading the way,
she's,
or-
she's going.
I guess so. I'm going. Hello. Winnie and Saoirse will rule the world.
Yes, I'm on Saoirse's shoulders.
Okay. I'll move you to there so that you can see a little bit more of this room. Dragon carved.
Are we being
granite.
quiet?
Are you being quiet? You
Well,
being
I
stealthy?
would be quiet. I would try to be quiet.
Yeah.
anyway.
With the
Alright.
light, yes.
Give me some stealth checks.
Don't roll a 1.
The light is the light, right? If anything can see, then they'll know something's there, but they might not hear you coming in.
6.
A.
I'm humming.
Sorry, I actually didn't mean to move. Okay.
I'm doing
You're
from
humming. Lol.
Emperor's New Groove.
God, I love Kronk.
So good.
Deeply love him. He's the
I
best.
rolled a 7, but because I'm awesome now, that still is like a 13.
Heck yes.
Nice.
We love rogue numbers.
Yes.
You're being pretty quiet as you're moving into this room. Dragon carved granite blocks line this chamber's walls and ceiling, though many are crumbled and broken, leaving stony debris on the floor. There's a huge marble statue of a rearing red dragon standing in the curve of the western wall. This whole room, sort of at the south, curves on its wall at the western side. There's a big old dragon statue standing on it, or rearing its way. The eye sockets of the dragon are empty, but they emit a red glow that is shining throughout the room. That is where this red light is coming from that illuminates the room here. The radiance casts an inky shadow behind the statue's wide wings. A 5-foot diameter circular tile of dark stone is set in the floor in front of the dragon statue. Runes are carved around the circular tile's inner edge. And here on the map, it is represented by a little darker square on the map. It's not a circle, but there is a circular tile there with runes carved around its edge.
Can I please investigate the floors for traps?
Sure.
Do a little
Yeah.
hover.
Give me an investigation
help?
check.
With that?
Yeah, you could have advantage. I'll say that requires you both moving sort of further into the room to do that.
Yes.
As you examine
Oh, I got
things.
a natural 20!
Very
Hey.
nice.
I'm like, keeping her feet. I'm just like, yep, no, not that crack. That's fine. Nope, this one.
Di, are you moving closer as well as they enter the room? Or
As they go, I want to stay like a decent way behind them so that my light doesn't fuck with them.
okay,
But I do want to be like in eye shot.
sure. Okay. Looking around the room, you do not see any traps hidden among the stony debris. You do see that the runes carved around the edge of this little circle are, you would bet, draconic. You can't read it, but you're at this point familiar with what draconic looks like. Not rubbing it in, just mentioning
None
it.
of us idiots.
No one took fucking draconic before the dragon thing.
I took draconic.
Okay. But like, also, do any of us maybe recognize them from the tray? Are they similar to the ones we saw on the tray when we made that offering to?
I will say with that investigation check, Winnie is familiar with the tray. It is similar to, but not exactly. It is not the same. Whatever draconic phrase is here, it is not the same draconic phrase.
Wait, Saoirse, have you still got Fred?
Got Fred. Is Fred just doing
Put him on,
his little
put him on the
knuckle run?
circle. Put him on the circle. Just roll him onto it. Would you?
Gonna pull
Just-
Fred out.
I just want to try something.
Sacrifice Fred.
It's not a sacrifice if nothing happens.
Exactly. Gonna pull Fred out, and I'm going to look at him.
Maybe this isn't a good sacrifice, though. That's what I'm upset about. I don't know.
Experiment.
You're so cute, Fred. Do I feel like I can
Is he
sacrifice
grown?
Fred?
Do you want answers or do you want Fred?
That's a great question, and now I have to contemplate that for the rest of my life.
Good luck.
Has Fred grown?
Yeah, that's a good question. Has Fred grown at
No,
all?
not substantially.
So
He
yes,
has
a little.
a little bit.
It's hard to say. I will
Okay.
say that you
It's
don't
not
know
like
if
he's
he's
grown an extra limb or
No,
like he doesn't
it's
look
still
just-
chunky.
It's
There's
still
not
just
like
the
a
four
singular
little
tooth
nubbies.
that's come out.
Singular
Nope.
tooth.
Nope,
Singular
there's no
tooth.
singular tooth. Just four little nubbies
Oh.
around his
Okay, he
peach
didn't
fuzz
get
body.
cuter.
He has gotten
Roll it,
neither
just roll
cuter
him.
nor more horrendous.
Rolling him?
just roll him into the circle.
Okay. Fred, it's gonna be all right.
I'll pick him up in a minute.
Pat. Roll him into the circle.
You roll him into the circle.
Fred.
Just the reserved glee in Matt's voice.
Rappel's gonna get like some blessing put on it.
Yeah, right.
That would be
And we've
amazing.
missed out.
You
He's
roll
like
the
rewarding
rapple.
us for our bravery, and nope, it's the rabble.
You roll the rapple into the circle. The shadow behind this draconic statue seems to elongate and stretch out towards the circle. Fred's just sort of wiggling there on the ground.
Fred.
Inky black hands reach up out of the extended shadow, grab on to Fred, and strangle him. Rising up out of the floor of this room, you see literally a shadow emerging into the room, and everyone needs to roll initiative.
You know, if I had to bet what Doctor Who villain you would bring in, I would have said Vashta Narada.
Poor Fred.
Poor
Fred.
Fred.
Dead Fred.
Dead
I mean,
Fred.
I'm glad it was Fred and not us.
Roll for trauma.
Facts.
Emotional damage.
I
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
They went
Yeah,
into
you
the
tell
room.
him.
They did it. They did it, Jaina. Alrighty. What does everyone have?
18.
18.
18.
11.
Also 18, Saoirse?
Also 18.
Alright.
I think your dex is mine.
As
Yeah, I have
18.
a +1.
What was
oh,
that,
yeah, I have a
Winnie?
+2.
18.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Another
Okay.
18? What's your dexterity?
My dex is +1.
Mine is +1 as well.
Okay. So I'll
Plus
say
2.
y'all get to pick Guy or Winnie who wants to go first.
Di, you go first.
Okay. So, but when he goes first overall.
Saoirse goes
Saoirse goes
first.
first.
Saoirse goes
Saoirse
first.
goes first.
overall.
Sorry. Yes.
Saoirse goes first overall, then it would be Daya, then it'd be Winnie. Anya, what'd you get?
11.
11. A far more reasonable
I know.
non-18 based initiative.
But it would have been hilarious if it was all 18.
If he was also at 18.
Yes.
The 18.
Alrighty. You all get to act first. So Saoirse, you are up against this weird inky thing.
Weird inky thing. Does it seem... Well, I guess so. I'm horrified at Fred's death.
There is no facial features, there is no body features, there is no shape to this thing. It is just shadow.
Then it's definitely just bad. So, gonna
Camellia.
Yes, exactly that. I guess I'm going
Oh,
to
what
ice
that
knife it.
was.
Is it within? I cannot look at the map. I'm sorry.
It's not within 5 feet of you, so you wouldn't have disadvantage. I don't think it would hit anybody else.
Dope. All right, then I'm going to do that for sure. For show.
A show.
For show. Show. Okay. That was some bullshit roll. That's okay. I'm not gonna hit it, but 9.
9 is not going to hit, but I do have to make a dex save,
Dex save.
which I make.
Damn it.
I got a 19 on that.
Mm.
So the ice knife flies, and like as you're trying to shoot at it, it is moving around, and like it's really hard to discern where this shadow starts and the shadow behind it begins. Is very difficult to pinpoint this creature.
Then no, I guess it's somebody else's turn.
It is somebody else's turn. Do you want to move at all? Or are you good chilling where you are?
I feel like I probably could chill over where I am. Do I have any? I don't
Okay.
have any bonus actions. I don't have any bonus actions.
Not yet. That's level 2 rogue stuff.
Yes. Daya,
So that'll bring us to Daya.
your turn.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt it. Fuck it, let's go. Guiding bolt is.
Where are you moving to?
Where am I moving to?
I moved you 10 feet to there, but you can move other places if you'd like.
I'm struggling to work the map. I can aim guiding bolt without needing a clear line of sight, right?
It will have cover since it's a ranged attack. from where
Okay,
you're
then I
currently
would
at.
like to go down here.
There you go. That's a clean shot.
Yeah. 10.
10 is a miss.
Yeah.
The guiding bolt blasts off of the back wall. It illuminates the shadow briefly. And it's this weird, unsettling thing of light being cast from behind it, and it just disappearing into this inky void of a creature.
Okay, I would like to Radiant Soul as my bonus action.
Ooh, okay. You popping the
Mhm.
wings out?
Popping the wings out.
Heck yes.
Wings, radiant bullshit. Let's go. Everything is-
Remind us what those wings look like, because we only got to see them briefly before Mama Rat did terrible things to you.
Yes, the wings they're kind of like beetly wings, but they're huge. They're like massive, glowing, incorporeal kind of, but they are composed of like shimmering and shifting turquoise, pink, and yellow light. And they're just long enough to be unsettling.
That brings us to Winnie. You're up.
Winnie's going to notch an +1 arrow.
Ooh, going magic.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
I want to just make sure and then shoot that off. See.
Okay.
I want to see. Oh, 18.
18 will hit.
Nice. That's going to be 7 piercing damage.
That
Oh, and then
arrow.
is it,
Yep.
what's the +1? Is it plus another 1 for that +1?
It would be
arrow?
plus another 1.
Yeah, so 8 damage though.
8 damage.
Nice.
Nice. The arrow, you could see it like hit the thing, and it actually like slows down through the shadow, and there is this like a horrible sucking noise as it passes through its form and shatters against the back wall. Its magic spent, but clearly doing all of that damage to the creature.
Hey.
Anything else for your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to its turn. Being that you just did some damage to it, it just slings up to you
Yeah.
and is going
Hi.
to reach out
Bye.
and attack you. Saoirse, would you like it to make a save?
Yes, I would love for it to make a save.
Hell yeah.
Constitution save?
Yes, yeah.
That is a 16.
Oh, fuck. I think that saves. Give me 1 second. I gotta look.
Wait,
Mobile
I-
is an interesting thing to do.
It's rough.
Continue.
That is going to be 15 saves.
Yeah, I think so.
It'll just be your spell save DC. So if you go to your spells tab, it's whatever
Yeah,
that is.
15
I think
saves.
it saves.
15 saves.
And that is a 17 to hit you, Winnie.
Yes, that hits.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
No.
This claw, this inky blackness just like swipes through you. You don't even feel like a slash or anything. but immediately you like
so
you look
good.
at this, you look at the skin, and there's just like scars form where the claw went through you. You take 5 points of necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 4.
My strength score.
Your score is reduced by 4. As you can just feel it rip a little bit of your body away from you.
So I
Well,
have an
that's not
8 now.
fair.
Okay.
A
You
lot,
have,
Matt.
you have an 8 now?
Yep.
That's not dangerous at all.
Fuck off.
It is then going to retreat. Both of you get an attack of opportunity. Winnie, you'd only be able to do an unarmed strike since you have your longbow out.
I'm still gonna try and swipe at him, I guess.
Saoirse, would you have a melee weapon out at this point, or would this also be like
14.
I
a
have my druidic
14
staff.
hits?
14
Okay,
hits.
you could swipe with your staff.
No, wait.
100%.
No damage.
0 damage. Because now your strength modifier is like -3 or something, or -1. Yeah.
-1. Yeah.
You
Never
like you
mind.
swing out and you just like you feel a lack of strength in your arm. Like it's just this
Yep.
like ugh, what the?
Yep.
That's
Is
a
it an
modified
action
20.
to do Does it need to be a weapon to do one of my? Yeah, it needs to be a weapon to do one of my
Yes.
affections.
Yes.
Just curious.
Saoirse, what'd you do?
I did a modified 20 to hit.
Modified 20 hits.
Okay. And that is a whole 3 points of damage.
A whole 1 point of damage. As you
Aw.
notice, its form is resistant to non-magical damage.
Yep.
I don't like that.
It slinks into the shadow, and as far as any of you can tell, it disappears.
I hate that.
As in, it has full cover.
It is hidden from you.
Ah.
This creature has an ability called Shadow Stealth. While in dim light or darkness, the shadow can take the hide action as a bonus action.
Has anyone got an even brighter light spell?
So that brings
I mean,
us.
I have a light spell, and I am currently a light spell.
Yes. However, thanks to the power of Foundry, I can tell where the shadow is on the map, and it is chilling out in there.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
like, if I move towards it, we can.
Theoretically, yes. If you move towards it, you could
Yes.
potentially expose it.
I
in the
was not
meantime-
critiquing your DMing. I was
No,
planning
no,
it.
it's totally fine. I wanted to brag about the lighting engine because
I see.
I loved lighting this room. It was very fun.
The lighting
Anya,
engine is dope as hell.
Anya, you are up.
Cool. I don't know where it is, so that's gonna be a slight problem. Can I?
You can always use your action to search and make a perception check to contest its stealth, or you can like hold an attack for if it shows up.
Yeah, that's actually. There's an idea. Hold on.
I know, I give them hard choices.
So I'm gonna. Oh, and
I can find it.
Be like equidistant with the statue.
Sure.
And I am gonna just hold an action in that case.
What you holding?
Hellish Rebuke.
That's a reaction spell. You can't action do that.
Wait, actually,
You could hold an Eldritch Blast.
I'll hold on to the Eldritch Blast in that case.
Yeah.
Just switch between there.
Yeah. Everybody loves Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Saoirse, it is you're up.
Hello.
I'm realizing that I technically messed up and gave you 2 reactions last round, but my hand's off the chess piece and you can keep it.
Oh no, but okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
That's cheating. You let me cheat. You're a cheater. Okay. Did we see kind of like where it disappeared?
It disappeared to behind the statue. You know it's somewhere back there. Like object
Okay.
permanence says it's somewhere back there, but it is basically invisible in that sort of inky blackness back there.
I dropped my jump spell for fairy fire this last round. So I'm just saying I'm gonna cast fairy fire kind of in that
Hell
area
yeah.
behind the statue.
Let's see if the raven is with you.
Let's go. Is the raven with me?
That's a 5. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure that's a fail.
That's a fail! The raven
That's
is
a
with
fail.
me! It
That's a
sheds,
fail.
It sheds a violety kind of light in a 10-foot radius. And now, we have advantage against it.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful.
So, it's gonna just be like, oh, I got this! Do that.
You can now see the shadow illuminated by these sparkling little motes of spores. Yes, it's exciting.
Hell
Heavily
yeah.
spores. That's all I could do, so... Yeah.
You're not targeted, I'm just using that as the concentration. I need to get a plug-in for this thing to add more thingies for 5e. Anyways, excellent move. It is now all kinds of shiny dusty.
Dusty shiny.
Dusty shiny.
Also,
Dia, you are up.
doesn't everything in that area kind of like exude like a little bit of...
It does kind of adhere to like the area. It doesn't illuminate it permanently. It's just a quick like flash and it grabs onto creatures.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Imagine like a glitter bomb, and it's like
it is a
stuck
yes.
to you.
Yep, 100%. You
Fungus
you
glitter
mailed it
bomb.
one of those glitter packages and it opened it. It didn't know.
Gaia.
I would like to cast spiritual weapon right here
Okay.
so that we're boxing it in.
Nice.
And wait, where is it?
You should be able to see it. Maybe not. I can't.
Just because of the
Okay.
shadow where you're
The
located.
shadow's being really annoying. Here, let me see if I change that to bright light. If it'll.
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah. You
Okay.
can see it. It's not
Okay.
like.
Fantastic. So I want to cast spiritual weapon right here
Okay.
because that's a bonus action.
Meepo!
Meep! I forgot it was Meepo.
I did mean to make you a spiritual weapon token, but hey, we're gonna stick with the Meepo
Nope,
for now.
Meepo's great. Meepo's great. I'm
Me-
down. And then I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at it.
Okay, cool.
Because that is a
You
cantrip.
get to make your spiritual weapon attack first with advantage because of fairy fire.
Hell yeah. This one is cocked. I need to stop rolling on my laptop.
Nah.
Okay, where is it? Spiritual weapon is +6, so that's a 19.
That hits.
Okay. And then that's going to be 8 damage,
Woo!
and it's force damage.
Yep.
I don't
that is one of the
feel
few
like that
damage types that just
matters.
goes straight through. This thing has a lot of resistances, and you just sliced into it with your spectral meepo.
Amazing. And then Sacred Flame is a dex saving throw of 14.
Yes. And it gets no benefit from cover. That is a natural 20, though.
Fuck!
So it does make the save. Hey, at least it's not a crit. You do not want me critting with this thing.
That's where I want the nat 20, to be fair.
Yeah.
On a cantrip? Hell yeah.
All right, Winnie, you are
Okay.
up. I assume Winnie is up because that was bonus action.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're good where you are.
I
Yeah.
have reactions. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah, Winnie, you
Yeah.
are up.
Winnie is going to. She's going to. She's already got advantage on it. Just going to shoot another. Just a regular arrow. That's all she's got.
Okay.
Flies around a little bit to get a better view of.
Yes.
But actually, bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. Right.
Um,
You have to get to there, and then that is a clean shot.
Cool. So that is a 21 to hit.
Oh, 21 super duper hits.
So that's going to be 3 damage with the longbow, and then plus a d6 for the hunter's mark. A
Yep.
3.
Okay, so 6 total.
6 damage total.
It does take half of that, but still, damage is damage.
Mm-hmm.
The arrow's still sort of slowing down as it permeates that thicker shadow, which is now like fighting against the fairy fire. There's like literally light versus darkness happening here. Is that everything for you? That's bonus action.
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit of movement. I'm good.
That's gonna be its turn, and it is not in a good situation. What does it want to do? It does not like being lit up. It is going to 5, 10, 15, 20 slurp around over to here and attack Saoirse. Con save first for your, I assume. That's
Wait, which way is it slurping? Because it should have a
slurping the other way.
past the spiritual weapon.
The spiritual weapon does not get an
Spiritual weapons
AOO.
don't get.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not gonna blast past all of y'all and take all those free hits. I get 21, or no, just a dirty 20 for the spore save,
Yeah.
and then the attack.
Yep.
Another natty 19 on the Raven dice.
Bitch. Okay.
A 23 to hit you. Maximum on the first d6. Okay,
Oh,
maximum on the second one. 10
gross.
necrotic damage. You take 10 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 3. Give me a concentration check for that fairy fire.
Why do I have concentration on?
Shit.
Hunter's
Okay.
Mark.
All right.
But it was on me before, but that's okay.
How do you
There's
like,
what?
note that?
It was on me before now.
Wait, what? I just added it.
Did you-
It's okay.
Ignore me.
Time is a soup.
Time is a soup.
Time is a
Very-
void.
it's the best description of the experience of time that I've ever heard.
That brings my strength score down to a 9,
Ooh.
What?
which is a plus what? Or a
Negative
what?
1.
Okay.
-1.
I'm just gonna write that down.
And do a constitution save for your fairy fire. Fairy fire. Which I realize rules as written doesn't technically remove like the hidden condition, but that's some bullshit, I think.
It's the only way I've ever seen fairy fire used.
Normally it just negates, at least if I remember correctly. I'll figure
You
it
said
out.
Constitution saving throw.
I got
Yes.
fairy fire
Okay.
too.
That's at 11.
That's good. You're fine. It was DC 10.
Dope. Okay. Cool.
All right. The fairy fire is still on. It's not going to bother hiding. It's just going to try and move around to here. But it moving out into the open would have triggered your held Eldritch Blast. So, Anya, go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage.
Okay, so that is a 19.
Oh, that's super duper hits.
No, yes. Six? Yeah, six.
6 points of force damage.
Yep.
Y'all are like precision party. It had 6 hit points left.
Yes.
Hell yeah. We're so good.
How do you finish it off, Anya?
Could just like turn and blast annoyingly. Just I did not want to have to deal with this right now. But also kind of grinning because what she thought was gonna happen did happen.
Vindication.
Yes.
The magic leaves Anya's hands, and it's this sort of globule of like shadowy water that shatters into the thing, and the whole thing vanishes in like that sort of like sea foam sort of look, just bubbling into ether and vanished. Anya, you feel a little pat on your shoulder. That one's been hanging out for a long time. Good to finally see that ledger cleaned up.
Good.
Hmm.
Okay.
Calm takes the room. You are now alone in a much more brightly lit, but still slightly tinted red, draconic shrine. You still don't know what the disc on the floor means, or what this statue's purpose is. And there is a door leading to the north. And we will perhaps find out what's behind that door
Ah,
next time. Which will be theoretically in 2 weeks. Next week is going to be another Grimace Fist interlude as Joe, I believe you'll be traveling around for holidays.
Yeah.
And then we will see what happens from there on. But the plan right now is to continue playing every Thursday until a little bit of a change-up comes in February. But more on that later. In the meantime, that was a lovely, lovely game, everybody. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience while we had some technical difficulties.
Thank you so
But
much.
until next time,
thank you.
are you ready for more tales?
Always.
Stick around for a raid, everybody.